Alright, I had returned. Let's do this. Where's the next level at anyways? I don't remember. You're doing it all wrong, you didn't get good? Yo, always gotta get good. Speedrunners just need to get good? Oh, for sure. Mountain shamelessly flaunts his emotes. Yo, gotta flaunt those emotes, man. They're good emotes. Flaunt them up. Yeah, I need a Yoshi to get up there, don't I? Isn't there like a pineapple? Wait, wait, wait. No, that's that over there. We need the, rocket nozzle or whatever to get over there. What was the, like, thing the, city was trying to tell me when I entered this hub world? Shadow Mario somewhere? Is he hiding something from me? Yeah, here we go. Devs alert. According to witnesses, a mysterious turtle has appeared in the area near the western exhaust port. That's right, I completely forgot. This is definitely the world that comes next. This one's pretty cool, I like this. Not everyone supports Vinx by subscribing. Yo, this is true, not everybody. But there's still a lot of support, regardless of subscribing or not. I mean, there are some people that subscribe and support me in other ways, which is super cool. But any form of support in any way, shape, or form is super cool. Like, I will always appreciate that. Even, you know, you throw one bit at me, I'll appreciate that. Just watching the stream, I appreciate that. Asking me, you know, questions and just having fun discussion and chat, that's super cool. No cutscene skip? This isn't a speedrun. I think we'll be alright. I didn't know I could skip the speedrun, to be honest, I would've. Like I'm saying, basically, Vinx, the way we do a fight sticks him in a phase with a favorable amount of connective hits, but think of it like this. Imagine if you were playing a shoot 'em up. Let's say Ikaruga. Imagine if ships come out in a random spot and you're only allowed to move in a specific part of the map, like a moving tube. That's an awful example. Well, I mean, that sounds not good. Like, if you can only be in one spot, but you need to be in others, that sounds like it doesn't work. Am I going to get the Pachinko shine? Yo, that is the best shine. I don't remember where it's at, though. I don't remember. And I mean, I watched a whole anime where, like, the final arc was Pachinko, so, like, I feel like I kind of have to do it, but I don't remember where it is. Telling Vinx to get good, yo, that is completely normal here. We accept all get goods. Yeah, no, I don't think you can skip cutscenes. I can't skip this one. I tried. Yo, 20 times today already? We're only halfway into the stream, man. Was that one gambling anime? The one I talked about before. It was... what was it called? I don't remember. I don't remember the name of the anime. I think it's like Kaiji? I think it was Kaiji something. Like, it has an extended name, and the extended name changes depending on the season. I'm pretty sure it's called Kaiji. Where he starts on a cruiser and tries to turn 3 stars into 6? Yep, that's the one. Oh, that was a good anime, man. I really liked it. It was pretty cool. I mean, obviously it's not a family-friendly anime. I do not approve it for all viewers. But if you're a mature adult who likes, what's the right theme? I guess gambling themes? Then yeah, it's all good. I mean, it's a bit dark. It's a dark anime. They do some crazy stuff. Also, cutscene skip is something you do before the cutscene, is it? Alright. Oh yeah, you're right! I remember people, like, going into the menu and, like, hitting restart or something, and being able to skip cutscenes like that. I don't remember exactly what they did. I just know it is a thing. You don't really need to douse the flames if he's not shooting you. Directed! I couldn't really get to them in time. I think we'll be alright. Oh, got him. I didn't think I was gonna hit him from there. Oh geez. How many hits am I gonna take? I've been hit by like every bullet bill. I think I dodged one. Oh nice, I hit that! How did I hit that, man? That was such a good shot. You enjoyed the anime? You wished it was longer? Yeah. It is what it is, man. And yo, Glackham saying they spawn literally behind you, so you'll never be able to react, and even if you did, it'd just be slower. If you're even pixels further back, you're subject to an attack you're trying to cheese, so you have to start actually spacing things, and that just loses all the time. Yo, yeah, I'm gonna have to see that fight when, you know, after I play the game. Sounds pretty complex. Let's see, to do the cutscene skip, it depends on the cutscene, but as soon as the fade out begins, pause and quit. Ah, fair enough. But instead, we just get to listen to Bowser Jr. I don't understand how, like, Peach doesn't take, like, a more assertive stance in this. He's like, Bowser's my daddy, and you're my mommy. How easy would it just to be like, I'm not your mother? Like, you're a cute kid, you seem nice. You know, she doesn't want to break his heart, but I'm not your mommy. Why do we have to wait till the end of the game for that kind of revelation? Like, a revelation? Yeah, revelation. I'm not even paying attention to this huge twist. What? Peach is Bowser Jr.'s mother? What? And Shadow Mario was Bowser Jr. the whole time? Mind blown, dude! Oh my goodness! Nintendo, how do they do it, man? Yo, do you think Odyssey's storyline will be anywhere near as good as this game? I don't think it can be. I don't think there's any topping that. Mind blown, dude. Such a surprise. I mean, like, literally when I played it for the first time, it was definitely surprising. Like, I didn't know of a Bowser Jr. Like, there's been baby Bowsers, but Bowser Jr.? Okay. He's the son of Bowser. That makes sense with the whole Junior part. But then, like, he was Shadow Mario and EGAD made the thing. I was like, oh, that's really cool. And Peach is his mom. That was very confusing. I liked it. I liked that a lot as a kid. Glackham says it's not complex. I just follow the boss moving up and down. Hope the ghosts just don't just spawn behind him because the boss can tank the hits for the ghost. Spawn above me because I can't shoot above me or below. Yeah, that sounds pretty annoying. Relevation not as good as Revelation. Words are hard. Odyssey is clearly a prequel to Sunshine, you think so? And the wedding is successful, hence Mama Peach! Oh man. Residents have been spotted gazing curiously up into the sky. Wait, I don't want to go there. I should just go back and do all the levels in this world. Where am I going? Silly me. Let's focus on doing these levels. But yo, I do like the wedding theme. I think it's pretty cool. I am hoping that there is some sort of story in this game, man. Like, real story.
Like, it might just stop at, well, I wanted a wedding. Mario, you stopped my wedding. Like, that's not much. I need more, you know? Tell me Bowser's feelings. Tell me Peach's feelings. They don't need to go into Mario, that's fine, that's fair. You know, just let him do his thing. And like, it doesn't have to be cutscenes. It doesn't have to be cutscenes. Put a diary somewhere, let me read it, a la Paper Mario 64, and it'll be good times. It'll be good times. Yeah, Bowser's Diary in Paper Mario 64, that was pretty legit. You know, getting to learn about him, that was very cool. Because, you know, he's so one-dimensional in all the other games, and then suddenly in Paper Mario, you see this completely different side to Bowser. I like that. Words are hard is your catchphrase? My bad, nothing. Feel free to sue. You can sue, it's all good. Soccer says, if I was on Delfino, I would have been sunburnt by now. Yo, rip. Yo, my poor Aunt Kim, she gets sunburnt so fast. It is ridiculous. Like, she steps out. Like, we went to the zoo once, man. We went to the zoo, and my goodness, her whole body was just red, and yeah, her skin was peeling for ages. I felt so bad for her. But me, like, it's very rare I ever get sunburned. And I'm not very dark in complexion, but it's enough. Occasionally I will get sunburnt on my nose, which is very unfortunate. But I think I'll live. I think I'll be okay. Alright, maybe I should actually, like, play the level. It might be a good way to start. No, don't fall! Haha, I fell. Like, I made it onto the egg platform, but then I jumped after the slide. Yo, I don't want a diary like 1,000 Year Door. Get that out of here. It's gotta be like 64. A diary that doesn't kill you. Stupid diary. I didn't want to read that diary. Have I considered closing, or has Doomsday considered closing his eyes? Why are we doing that? I think I missed something. Oh, come on, Mario. Make the distance. Hey, easy every time. Never sunburned? Yo. Yeah, not everybody gets sunburned. Some people get sunburned for free. Like, it's a 10-0 matchup. They lose to the sun every time. You know, get good, scrub. Hey, there we go. No, I'm not feeling that one. I'll wait for the next one, and I want that one up. That's gonna happen. Oh, your descriptions are spoiling it for him? Ah, I thought my timing was perfect. It wasn't. He'll be okay. That was a game over. Ah, jeesh. Oh, jeesh, man. That's not the best. Not the best. Wonder if my skin's dark enough to not be burned? I mean, like, I've been to the beach for many hours, and, like, as long as, like, I don't have to wear sunscreen, and the only spot that I'll ever get burnt is my nose, and that's, like, that's me literally just hanging out in the sun, never really taking shade at any point. I don't really get sunburned. I have family members and many friends that are the polar opposite. It's like, I'm not a very dark guy, I'm really not, but man, some of my friends, because like, you know, you have some people that have fair complexions, you know, they're pretty on the white side. And then you have some that are as pale as the moon. I have a couple of friends and family members that are like that. And yeah, they go from being like, you know, blue ghost white to Mario red. Like, I feel bad for them. Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way if I want to go back to the level. I'm good at that. Am I going the right way? Yeah, we're good. Reading chat and platforming is hard.
Naughton says, I never get sunburnt despite having a pretty bright complexion. Yo, that's fair enough, man. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Like, to be perfectly honest, I don't hang out at the beach very often, which is silly because, you know, I live in Virginia Beach, but yeah, nah. I go to the beach pretty rarely. It's not something I'm all about. Alright, what do I need to do? Oh yeah, I failed. I gotta do the same thing I did before. Yo, Zatsu with the 2 bats. Yo, I got this. This chat has no rules. That's not really true. You might not see anything posted directly under, but this is a family-friendly stream. So I only want to see things in chat that are family-friendly. If it's not family-friendly, I'm not cool with that. If I ask for people in chat to not spoil things, I'd rather they didn't. But like Blackham's descriptions of the boss in Cuphead, I asked for those, so I don't mind that he was talking about it. You can't wear sunscreen, Zasu? Are you allergic to sunscreen? If so, that is very unfortunate. Who lives near a beach doesn't go to the beach? Not often. Like, when I was a kid, I was like, oh, yay, the beach. But now that I'm older, I'm like, why go to the beach? I mean, I like the boardwalk. Like, you know, the place next to the beach, because there's an arcade there. I could be playing House of the Dead. I could be playing Time Crisis. I could be playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Galaga, Pac-Man, Dig Dug, the Captain America side-scrolling beat-em-up. Those are good games, man. I will go to the boardwalk and I will play those. You gotta live, Mario, live! But yeah, no, just jumping in the water isn't that big a deal to me. And like, I really don't like sand. Really don't. I'm not a fan. Like, I'm cool with going to a pool, you know? Pools they're legit, man. Got nothing against them. Alright, there we go. Doomsday's talking about what's relative to him specifically? That sounds like Doomsday. I ask about everything? Well, yeah. This is true. It's tough. Cause like there's definitely times where like I'll be playing a game and I'm like, what do I need to do to solve this puzzle? And I don't actually want anyone to tell me how to solve the puzzle. But I was asking Naughton about the genie, so when Naughton was giving descriptions on the attack pattern that made it RNG, I wanted to know about that. And when Blackham joined in on that, like I was reading it, I didn't have any problems with that. I'm fine. It's one attack that's apparently RNG. I'll be okay. Oh, you are? And you're a vampire in the summer? Yo, rest in peace, Zatsu. Well, yo, just, you know, do what you can. I'm sure there's some alternatives that you might not be allergic to. I'm not big on, like, protecting your skin from the sun. I mean, like, it's a good idea. I just don't know much about it. Capitalism sells beaches? Does it? I mean, I guess. Oh, wait. Yeah, red coins. On the pirate ship. Okie dokie! You know, Anura says you don't gotta jump in the water. Beaches are just chill. Going for the boardwalk, like you just mentioned, is fair enough. Yeah, I like going to the boardwalk. The boardwalk is fun times. There's a lot of things to do. I don't go there too often, again, but it's fun. I enjoy doing it. You know, Tentoctor says, the one time I went to the beach, we got swarmed by jellyfish and I stayed on the shore for the rest of the trip after that. Yo, rip. I've never seen a jellyfish. I know there's some about, but I've never seen them. I've seen dolphins, but only from, like, very far away. I've never seen dolphins close by. Like, I'll see them jumping and I'm like, yeah, those are dolphins. But they're pretty far away, so I don't care that much. I mean, it's kind of cool. Never seen a shark. Not in the ocean. I know they're around here and there, but I've never seen one. I mean, like, I've seen them in, like, an aquarium. That's, you know, completely different. No, the red coin, Mario! Rip. It's completely irrelevant to casual players. Yeah, that's how I felt, which is why I didn't really care too much. Like, it's just this one RNG attack. I'll be okay. You can't get in the pool, nor can you wear sunscreen. Wait, you can't get in the pool either? Are you allergic to, chlorine? If so, that really, really sucks. It's very unfortunate. I mean, it happens, you know? You're allergic to things, you're allergic to things. I am allergic to cheap metal. Like, I mean, it's a very slight allergy. Like, I can hold coins. I can use, like, a metallic fork or knife. Like, it's not something that I want prolonged exposure to. Like, I can't use heart rate monitors. Because, you know, those are supposed to be there long enough to give you, you know, what your heart's going at. Nah, that'll eventually become painful, so I don't really use those. It's not a big deal, though. Like, I don't mind. I'll be okay. I don't have to know what my heartbeat is while I'm running on a treadmill or whatever. How do I, like, let go? There it is. Zatsu says, yep, allergic to that too. As I said, vampire. Yeah, that is super unfortunate, Zatsu. Yeah, it is what it is. Unfortunate. I'm sure there's something you have to do to be able to go to the beach, though. Has to be some sort of natural remedy. I have 6 red coins. Where are the last 2? I'm pretty sure one's up here. Yeah, there's number 7. Where's... Ah, it's all the way up here. Okay. You could just scoot out of the way, buddy. Or I'll just run through you. That works too. Yo, careful, Mario. He's trying to, like, run away somewhere. You know things about the final area and the boss thanks to YouTube? Yeah, no, there's all sorts of things on Cuphead on YouTube. I haven't watched any of those videos. I've watched none of them. Like, so far, most of the thumbnails that I've seen pop up on YouTube are all, like, the starting screen. Even ones that are talking about the bosses, which is a bit... I really, really like that. So... Like, it's tough. It's tough, you know, being in the gaming community, being active in forums and groups, and, you know, following a lot of Twitch streamers and YouTube people, and not getting spoiled on games. It's difficult. I do what I can, though. You don't really plan to play it? Well then, don't be such a big baby. Let's see, the wilted sunflowers. Ah yeah, I remember this one. Yo, you have no allergies and you're glad? Yo, allergies are super lame. My sister Gypsy has way more allergies than I do. I feel pretty bad for her. She's allergic to, like, everything. Not, like, everything, but, like, she's allergic to, like, 3 different trees and, like, 2 different families of grass. She's allergic to certain bugs. It's a lot of things. Wait, how do I thought just when he did the move, he would just be stuck on his back. But he's, like, flipping over instantly. There it is. Yo, pop on up, babe. Hello, flower. Yeah, pop on up, guy. Where you at? Mr. Turtle. All of them? Yeah, man. Allergies OP. What am I going to do for Odyssey? I really just plan on buying Odyssey tomorrow night, like Friday when it hits midnight. I will have the game. I don't actually plan on playing it then, but it's just easier for me to pick it up that way. And I want a physical copy, I don't want a digital copy, because the Switch only has so much room on it. So, physical is just a lot easier for me. So I'll be buying the game then. I'll play it on Saturday. I might stream, like depending on how much fun I have with the game, I might stream it extra long, but I plan on starting at 7, but I might go past midnight. We'll see. Didn't plan to play Undertale until you did? Yeah, that's fair. But like, it's different, in my opinion. Like, Undertale, like, that's definitely a game where, like, the core experience really comes from going into the game blind. Like Cuphead, I just don't want to see things for it, because I'd rather play the game, you know, blind, because I'm sure overall it would be more entertaining, but like, if things got spoiled for me, I don't think it would be the end of the world. It's not really the core gameplay. But again, I understand, like, I'm trying not to spoil myself as well, but like, it's not the end of the world. Especially, you know, in your regard, where it's not really a game you plan on playing. But yeah, just good luck using the internet and not seeing any spoilers. Like, that's impossible. Like, you have to be okay with a certain amount of spoilers for things if you use the internet. Like, obviously, eventually I'll be playing Cuphead here myself. Physical copy OP, yo. Physical copy's where it's at, man. Yo, all 900 Korok seeds? Man, I could never do that. That's too much, and it's not that entertaining. It's really not. Yo, Cyclone's got hot chocolate? Yo, hot chocolate's life. Oh, you also have water and orange crush. Those are all good things. Some healthier than others, but all good things. If things got spoiled in Undertale, it wouldn't be the end of the world either. I mean, no, but it'd be a much bigger deal, because it's core to the gameplay. Like, the core experience of that game is your interaction with the NPCs, knowing who they are, and what their impact on the world is. Like, the story is the focus of the game. That is the core aspect. Versus something like Mario, which is just platforming. Like, again, like with Mario Odyssey, I've only watched, like, the announcement trailer. And like, well, I did see the Nintendo World Championship. I did see them do a couple of Mario Odyssey things for that. There's no way I was not watching the Nintendo World Championship. So I'm okay with those spoilers. It'll be alright. Where did he go? He was right here a second ago. Where did he go? I just saw him, and now I've lost him. But yeah, I'm trying not to see too much of the Odyssey stuff, but, you know, if I see something, it's not the end of the world. The core gameplay isn't, the story. But, you know, it is nice to see certain things for the first time as you're playing the game. So I don't go out of my way to spoil it for myself, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. Yo, Vix, I should say, and been playing Sonic while watching Metal Sonic is Your Bane, killed 2 of your runs, rest in peace your life. Yo, rip, man. Yo. I'm guessing you just literally got all the worst RNG with the Silver Sonics? And you were trying to just defeat them quickly and hope that you got good RNG on the next one, and it was just bad RNG over and over again. I've lived that life. I've gotten to the point where I won't destroy the Silver Sonics. If I get the bad RNG, I'll just roll with it. I'll let them do their stupid attack, and I'll wait for them to roll. Which, you know, it is just slower. But it is what it is, RNG, man. It's the worst. Oh, I'm all out of water, I didn't notice. The blue coins in this game are free. The blue coins in this game are nowhere near as bad as the Korok seeds. Not that they're, like, terrible or anything. I like the Korok seeds. Like, they were fun to find. Like, I enjoyed finding Korok seeds. But I don't enjoy hunting for them exclusively. It was much more enjoyable to just play around in the world and, you know, just climb up mountains and stuff like that and just mess around and be like, oh, hey, there's something suspicious here, and then that turned out to be a Korok seed. I enjoy that. I don't enjoy just going all around the world looking for them exclusively. But, you know, to each their own. I'm sure some people like it. Stop using the burst? Is the burst bad? It's horribly ineffective? Oh, is it? I thought you just had to deal a certain amount of damage, like just hit him a certain number of times. But I take it that's not the case? It's a certain amount of water that has to hit him? I'm so bad at hitting him though, while running. There we go. Vexation says, all bad RNG both times, then getting salty and playing the third phase poorly. Yeah, nah. I know that life, man. I know that life. But man, I'm pretty used to bad RNG, man. I swear, I just have the worst RNG luck in like all video games. It's like, Studiopolis, man? Like, I did not believe you could get, like, all top blue missiles. I was like, that's not possible. And then I watched, like, 2 different speedrunners get that, like, back to back. I was like, really? Really? Like, I can't catch a break, but them, yeah, here you go. And they'll get, like, 1-2, 1-2, and like, man, bad RNG. And I'm like, are you serious? That's pretty good RNG if you ask me. I always get like the bottom blue missile, like at least twice. You hate the Korok seeds, Naughton? Yeah, that's fair. You do have to hit him a certain number of times? Then what's wrong with using the burst? Like 200 times or something? A burst is a single hit? So, not exactly what Doomsday is saying, but it is really slow. Fair enough. So, it's more like the volume of water that's hitting him then, as I said earlier. Vexation saying, RNG when it happens to other runners, hilarious RNG when it happens to you. And then, oh, yeah, RNG when it happens to other runners is hilarious RNG. When it happens to you, game is the worst. Exactly. No, man. What am I doing? Runaway Ferris wheel. Got it. I don't know. I have a lot of fun watching speedruns. You know, all the trial and tribulations that come with speedrunning. Especially if it's a game that I also speedrun. Because, like, I really understand it. I mean, I do enjoy watching a few speedruns of games that I don't play. Like, I really like Super Metroid. Crash Bandicoot's cool. Like, pretty much any 3D Mario game. I'll enjoy those. And then, what else? I'm sure there's something else that I'm not thinking of. Oh, Earthbound. Yeah, Earthbound and Chrono Trigger speedruns. I enjoy those as well, and I don't speedrun any of those games. But still, it's nice to, like, know what's going on, to really understand the depth. How do I knock this over? Do I have to be on the other side? Oh, you have to spray them with water. Oh, I knew that. I was testing you. You passed the test, good job. Alright, let's be friends, camera. Hit splats might be more accurate. Fair enough. How am I gonna get past that guy?
Yeah, let's just move to the other side. Take it safe. Not do anything stupid. There was an Earthbound run earlier in Speed Gaming. Yeah, I check out a few of those. I mean, I mostly just watch BGG, but yeah, no. If I see Earthbound, if I'm not busy doing other things, which I was very busy today, but yeah, if I'm not busy with things, I'll definitely check out an Earthbound speedrun. Good times. Oh, you enjoy Luigi's Mansion? Yeah, I haven't seen a Luigi's Mansion speedrun. I'll have to check that out at some point. Oh, my head's stuck, isn't it? Dude, how am I supposed to get to the other side? And why can't I move? Can't see. Right, get rid of that guy. And then... yeah, we should be good. Should be golden. There you go, buddy. Isn't it nice to not be in the way? Then we gotta go this way. If I could grab those. Oh, or fall all the way down. That's just as good. Just as good. Perfect. Why would I not want to do that? Oh yeah, that's right. Just shoot the things. I should grab some water while I'm down here. Oh wow, this turned around kind of fast. Wait, no, I don't... ah, gosh darn it. I jumped much further than I wanted to. Did you hear the word splat? Need umbrella? Yeah, the umbrella is a really good weapon in Splatoon, right? Yeah, I don't play Splatoon, so I don't really know. But I hear things. Alright, here we go. We're gonna make our way back. Near the in-zap sprinkler combo? Is that where it's at? Yeah, I don't know what the good weapons are, what the bad weapons are. You got me, man. They're all Splatoon weapons. You missed the heavy splatting remix. That's a fun playstyle. Special charge rate was insanity. You got me. I have no idea what you're talking about. But hey man, as long as you're enjoying yourself, that's the key. Hey, got him. You got trolled by an umbrella occasionally? And the killer wall is cheap? The killer wall? Is there a weapon called the killer wall? That sounds pretty silly. Alright. Where is that shine spray? That's right, I gotta go up here. Oh, I fell off! And the hover nozzle's not keeping me up. Yo, rip. Well, let's try that again. It's a bit high up, don't you think? I am not getting on top of that. Killer whale? Oh, I thought it said wall. That makes sense. Hey, there we go. Now we're actually on top. And there we go. Free shine. Yeah, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Get good? Yo, I will always try to get good. Forever and always. Wait, didn't I? Oh, you have to give the Yoshi the fruit, huh? Because yeah, we got the egg out of his hands, but I thought that was all I needed to do to be able to like move on to the next event or whatever. But apparently not. You have to feed the Yoshi fruits. You've made it your mission to prove to the world that Tintabrella isn't trash. Yo, good luck, my friends. Yo, come here, buddy. Why do we gotta go all the way up here, man? And he is... Ah, there he is. Come back! I just want to spray you with water! Wait, why are you going that way? Oh. Yeah, me and the camera weren't working out together. Come on, buddy. Let the egg go. Well, at least I'm hitting him a lot, like, as I'm traveling, but it still doesn't seem to be going too fast. There we go. I'm playing Odyssey this weekend? That is correct. That is the plan. Here you go, Yoshi. There's your banana. Never complain again. Alright, now that we have Yoshi, let's head on back to the amusement park. You appreciate beacon players? I'm guessing that's another weapon. Yep, goodbye, Yoshi. You're a Tensaki, you work almost 12 hours a day. Sheesh, man. Yo, you better be getting paid, right? 12-hour days. You get overtime, right? Right? Or do you have a job where, like, overtime isn't a thing? 12 hours. You're not insane. And in Rainmaker, Tintabrella is the best at beacons are totally worthless. None of this means anything to me. I have no idea. Apparently this weapon's good and the other weapon's bad. That's cool. Alright, what are we doing? The Yoshi Go Round secret. Yeah, the Yoshi egg's over here. Right? I don't remember. Overtime extra pay doesn't exist? No? You don't get paid overtime? Yo, rip! Yo, I feel for you, my good sir. Oh, it's beacon, but beak. Okay. I was just saying the word how it looks. But yeah, that makes sense. Wolfgang says, I work 13 hours a day and I don't get overtime. Ew! Yo, working all the hours and no overtime. That's no good, man. I mean, it happens in certain industries, but it doesn't make me like it. Yeah, you hear about it in the gaming industry all the time. When, like, games are failing to meet their deadlines, and so they go into crunch. Just everybody's playing, or, yeah, everybody's just working overtime. Just staying at the job, not even leaving. I mean, more Japan than in the US, but still. Stuff is ridiculous. Wish I played Splatoon, it's so fun. I don't know, I just can't really get into it. Like, I could probably, because, like, I'm pretty sure that, I have a friend with Splatoon 2 that I could borrow it from, but I just haven't been, like, super amped to want to do so. Alright, apparently Yoshi wants a banana. Let's go find a banana. Your salary so overtime doesn't exist? Yeah, that makes perfect sense. It still sucks, you know, working overtime and you don't get anything for it. It's like, oh, yay, I worked overtime to work overtime. It's not a good time. Wow, Swiss Larry, I don't get overtime for my many hours of homework. Well, that's different. You know, you're not getting paid at all. When it comes to doing your homework, you know, you're just trying to get a grade. What's up to you, man? My banana's not gonna go up there, no matter how much I want it to. The nurse says I'm getting like 11 hours overtime this month. Yo, as long as you're getting paid, man, that's where it's at. Otherwise, it's sad times. Wolfgang says, sadly in finance, it's very common to work super crazy hours. Gosh, you. Yeah, because, like, it just depends on the industry from what I hear. Yo, rest in peace. Japan is the land of overwork? Yo, it really is, man. Because, like, they have an actual term for, like, you know, guys that are no longer with us after, you know, just being, like, they just stressed out way too much from just all the work that they've been doing. It's ridiculous. I can't remember the term myself, but it's crazy. How did he meet his demise? He worked too much. Work OP. Yeah, don't I have to be a specific color or nah? No, I'm pretty sure I have to be like orange. Which one of these fruits makes me orange? Pineapple? I bet it's a pineapple. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Vexatious saying I don't work overtime, my managers ask me, and I nope out of there. I don't care enough for overtime pay. That's fair. Yeah, no, man. Like, me, like, it depends on my situation, but, like, I like working overtime. Overtime can be fun. Like, it just depends where I'm working, really. Like, back when I was working at Ocean Breeze, man, geesh. All the overtime, man. Like, I worked at a water park. I mean, I worked at the ticket booth, so, you know, I'm just kind of sitting there. But it was still fun. I had a lot of fun working at Ocean Breeze. It was good times. You know, it turns into 15 hours when it's overtime. Yo, overtime is nice. I love overtime pay. Like, oh man, yeah. Like, I love working during the holidays. Like, seasonal pay, overtime pay, all the pay. Good times. But it's not like those jobs really pay a lot anyways. Like, that's the, like, the dream, man. Find a job, all the money, and you get overtime pay. Like, that's the dream. I mean, the super dream is, like, not having to work very hard and still getting paid a lot of money. That's the truest of all dreams. But the working dream, man. Definitely getting paid well. Having fun, or at least enjoying yourself. And, you know, getting paid for it. Like, actual overtime. Like, and it's the worst. Like, there's so many people that, like, should be getting overtime pay. Like, their job does overtime pay, and, like, they're just not paying them. And the person doesn't realize that they're supposed to get overtime pay, and they just get manipulated. I hate that. That stuff is the worst. If I ever see that stuff happening, like, no, I'm 100% against that. Like, because, like, people just aren't knowledgeable, and that is very unfortunate. Yo, last place later, the thing with Japan is they work all the time, but their productivity isn't all that good. So it's a lot of busy work or just wasted time. Yeah, I have heard that. And, you know, Vexatious, I'm a department manager at Walmart while I'm in school, so I have zero interest in my job. I serve my time and I go home. Yo, nah, I understand. I worked at Walmart for a short period of time once. And yeah, no, man, like, I would go to work, and it was incredibly lame, And I was like, man, I really wish I wasn't doing any of this. And so like I started to like slack off a lot while I was working there, and I noticed over time that like nobody noticed when I was like slacking off. So I would just slack off all the time, and like I'd pretty much do like nothing. And I was still getting a paycheck, and I was like, well, this isn't too bad. But eventually we moved on. Walmart was not for me, man. Like, I still just didn't want to go there. It's not like the pay was like super incredible or anything, but I was being paid for doing pretty much nothing, so that was cool, but not cool enough for me to want to stay there. Yeah, I think I went to Australia shortly after that. And that's when I got a job as a game journalist now. That was cool. That was fun. Yo, where you going, buddy? Yo, I don't think he likes me, man. The American dream, yo. A true dream is the job that you enjoy. You get a paycheck for wasting your own time doing nothing. Yeah, no. A true dream is a dream that you enjoy. Alright, now where did that Mario go again? And you have Vexatious saying, Lamau, that's exactly where I'm at right now. I do next to nothing and no one notices, but I make well above my means of living at least. New Hampshire makes dirt cheap look expensive. Yo, that's cool, man. That's cool. You know, doing no work and still getting paid is good times. Like, it's crazy the amount of employees that Walmart has, because, like, they don't need all of them. I would know, because I know I didn't do any work. Oh, so funny. I mean, that's not the best thing in the world. I wouldn't say I'm super proud about it or anything. It's just a funny thing. Something I found funny anyways. Yeah, anything, like, I'm not gonna look down on anybody that's, like, working a job that they don't want to work. Or whatever, like, you know, the struggle is real. Like, do what you need to do to make by. That's my stance on things. I mean, obviously, don't do anything illegal. Don't do anything illegal, that's no good. But, yeah, no, like, do what you gotta do. Yo. Video games don't buy themselves. They really don't. Wait, no, I don't want to go up here. That wasn't on purpose. I am so out of water, man. Yo, shot at Mario, let it go. Let it go. You know you want to. Nah, he's not into it. Yo, is that Trombone Master? Long time, no time? Yo, what's up, dude? How you doing? Wolfgang got the job he wanted, but still gets insane hours often. He works at least 10 hours or more daily. That's crazy. I mean, I'm glad it's a job that you like doing, that you wanted to do. That's really awesome. But yeah, 10 hours, that does sound a little lame. But hey, better working 10 hours a day in a job that you like than 10 hours and, you know, just whatever. Last place lady says, I'm finally done with my homework. Yay, it only took many hours. And Doomsday notes Vince conveniently ignored him. I tend to do that. If it's like a question I don't care to answer on stream, or I'm worried about like certain people that I don't want to hear the answer to, then I won't answer it. Intense Doctor is saying, just Wednesdays are stupid right now? Yeah, what's wrong with Wednesdays? Are they, like, evil or something? And Vexatious saying, definitely 10 hours in a job you want is way better than 5 hours in a job you hate. Can't wait to get a teaching job. Yo, that's what you're gonna do, Vexatious? That sounds awesome, man. Yo, teaching's pretty legit. I don't think I could ever teach, though. That sounds like a lot of work. Because, like, you have to be dependable and stuff. I mean, I don't know if you're, like, working with, like, little kids or, like, teenagers, or, like, you're trying to be, like, a professor in college for, like, young adults, mixed ages and whatnot. Either way, I think that's really cool. Like, teaching is a very awesome profession. Not one that I would do, but, I definitely respect it a lot. Which is the main reason why I would want to do it. Because, like, I would hold myself to, like, really high standards, and I don't like high standards. But, you know, teaching's an important job. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I should get Yoshi and eat the pineapple. That's what I should do. Where are you at, Yoshi? Oh, wait, no. Before the pineapple, there's a world over here. I just have to look into the sunlight. Let's do that. You make videos and stuff for your job, 10th Doctor? Yo, fair enough, man. That sounds pretty legit if you ask me. Fair enough, Doomsday. In fact, Vexation saying, yeah, I want to teach literature and writing. Once I finish my schooling, I'll be qualified to adjust at colleges. Got you. Alright, yeah, no, that sounds pretty cool. Last place later, teachers are jerks. I read a study that said that homework after 5th grade does not help at all, and here I am with hours of pointless busy homework. I mean, I don't know about pointless. Like, I don't think homework's like, you know, the be-all, end-all. But, I mean, it is important to reinforce the things that you've learned. I know. Wolfgang's saying, actually, teaching is probably my exit strategy from finance. Once I'm done at your current company, you'll find a job teaching in an MBA program or something. Sounds cool. Sounds pretty legit. Ah, jeez. I messed that all up. I tried to save it, but the hover nozzle was not kicking in. I mean, like, it was shooting, but it wasn't... I wasn't hovering. Not quite. And Trombone saying, I don't like high standards. Oh, thanks. Get good. But nah, like, legit. Like, there's certain things, like, especially anything that has to do with children, like, anything at all that has to do with children, I think is a very important job where you need, you know, you need really responsible people. You need, people that really know what they're doing, right? Like, you don't want some, you know, person that doesn't take their job seriously, like, be it daycare or be it, a teaching position, whatever. Like, they should take that very seriously, in my opinion. And because I feel that way, that's a job I wouldn't want to have. But again, maybe that's the problem, and it's people like me, you know, that aren't teaching, that view it as something that should be, you know, that people in that position should put themselves at a high standard so that they do better at their job, and because I'm not doing that, I'm not one of those teachers. And then you have a lot of people that don't feel that way teaching, and they're like, bunch of stupid kids, whatever, man. And then you have a bunch of bad teachers. Not that I'm saying, like, all teachers are bad or anything. It's just, you know, I just think the situation's funny. Yo, calm down, Mario. Turning into Mickey over there with the woes and whatnot. Can't wall jump from a hover nozzle, buddy. Yo, do you mind, like, not getting all in the way and stuff? Yeah, we gotta make our way through. You work with dogs in her and you really like it? Yo, that's awesome, man. Yeah, my sister Gypsy worked at, what would you call it? A dog grooming saloon thing? She took care of dogs. And yeah, nah, she enjoyed it at first, but yeah, she's very germophobic, and so it didn't work out for her in the long run.
And Wolfgang saying, I definitely disagree with that study. I think academics is a lot like muscle memory. In order to gain that, you need to build those muscles. Doing it mindlessly is useless, of course, but the engaged student gains a lot from homework. I agree. And another, oh yeah, I already read that. Vexatious, I think that's the point of homework, Nathan. It's just you get to practice the stuff. Gotta practice anything, even if you're good at it. I agree again. And then they're saying there's mostly online courses with hands-on training every now and then. Once you pass, you get a certificate. But there are self-taught trainers that become successful. Oh, I'm all about, like, self-taught. Like, I don't think that's necessarily bad. I know there's, like, a stigma, but, it really just depends on, like, how much you're putting into it. And Vexatious, I know the type of teacher you're talking about, Vinks. Like, they're the ones who took to teaching because it looked easy. They had no idea what else to do for work. You have to be passionate about what you teach, in my opinion. If you aren't dedicated to your subject, you'll be a bad teacher. Oh yeah, definitely, Vex. I 100% agree. Like, my PE teacher in the 9th grade, man, that dude, because, it was PE/health. So, like, when it was PE, he's a normal PE teacher, like, these are sports, go play them. But then when it would come to, like, health, the dude would give us these assignments and he'd be like, alright, this is your assignment, read this chapter in the book. That was it. No lecture, no discussion, nothing. Just, here's a worksheet, here's a chapter I want you to read, do that. And then, he would just play Tetris. He would watch TV or he would play Tetris. And that was all he would do. It was such a waste of time, man. And it was funny because, like, he didn't even grade. Like, I eventually found out, I didn't know this at first, but he never graded anything. Like, he did it randomly. Like, because, I remember having a worksheet once, and, like, I'd spent all day talking to a girl, so I hadn't been doing my work, and I was like, well, crap, I need to turn this in. So I just answered everything randomly. And, like, most of the things were wrong. Like, these weren't multiple choice questions. Like, it was fill in the blank. And I was just writing things in so that there were words in the blank. And I would get, like, 90s. And I'm like, I don't know any of the material. I'm pretty sure most of this is wrong. And then I had a friend of mine that, he read everything. He was answering everything correctly. And he would not always get 100. And he never approached the teacher about it because he was a pretty shy guy. I never approached the teacher about it because I was enjoying the high grades for the not work I was doing. But he was a pretty terrible teacher. Pretty terrible. And Dietrich saying, yo, Vinks, how'd the doctor visit go? The doctor visit it definitely went good. The doctor says that I am not dying. There's still some tests that I need to do, but for the most part, it seems like I'm fine. Trombone saying, I just think it's hilarious that you said, I don't like high standards on your live stream. Way to sell yourself, Banks! I mean, I'm just being legit. I'm just being honest. Like, there's certain things that I think are really important, but I don't want to do those things myself because that's a lot of work. I mean, I'll do it. Like, if I ever found myself in a position where I had to do something that I feel should be done at a high standard, I'll do it at that standard, because that's how I feel. I feel like this needs to be done like that, so I'll do it. But I'd rather avoid that. Like, parenting, for example. I would never want to be a parent, like, because I think it's a lot of work, I think, you really need to devote time to your children, and it's very important that you're teaching them a lot of things. I think there's too many parents in this day and age that just give their kid like a phone or a tablet or whatever and just let them do whatever on the internet, which is just terrifying to me. I think that's awful. I would never do that. So, like, if I find myself in a situation where, like, I'm babysitting or whatever, like, I'm going to be engaged with that child. Like, if I'm helping a child with their homework, I'm going to make sure they understand the material. I'm not just going to be like, do whatever. Go play. I would never do that. No, I can't do that. What am I doing? I'm supposed to be doing levels over there. I got distracted. And I'm just jumping around in random spots. Been doing that a lot today. Come on, Mario. Not done here yet. You don't need your family dying of death disease? Nah, not dying yet. Not yet. Vexatious says, that sounds pretty awful yeesh. Pretty hilarious that he just sat and played Tetris, though. Like, really Tetris.
casual. I mean, like, he wasn't even, like, super good, you know? He wasn't, like, landing up all the Tetris pieces and, like, knocking out 4 lines in a row. He was clearly just bored, and it was something to do. Like, when he was at his happiest was when he would roll in a TV with football on, and only he would watch it. Like, it's PE/health, so I was like, you know, maybe he'll let us watch sports? Nah. He would just watch whatever game it was while we did our health work. So stupid. Parenting is OP? It really is. It's very OP. Like, anyone that's like a stay-at-home mom, like, I know there's some people who are like, oh, you're a stay-at-home mom, you don't really do any work. Yo, forget that trash, forget that garbage. I easily think parenting is one of the most important jobs you could ever have. Like, raising a child is serious business. There's lots of people that parent children all over the world, so yeah, I can see how you're like, that's not that important, everybody does it. But like, not everybody does it well. No, not quite. Not everybody's raising children that are wonderful members of society. Definitely not. That is a job that takes work. And it's taxing, dude, especially if you have a lot of children, if you have, like, if you're working with a lot of very young children. I mean, it's difficult all the way through, but, like, oh my goodness. Have you seen what it's like to take care of, like, say, 2 small children and a baby at the same time? Yo, forget that, man. That is a lot of work. And just say goodbye to sleep. That's just a thing you don't have anymore. Sleep's just not a thing. And let's see, man, chat's going by. Health isn't pointless, so many people are uneducated about body parts and diseases. Very true. Like, thankfully, my health classes further in high school had teachers that actually cared. But yeah, freshman year, I was screwed. Like, I just didn't learn anything. Tennis Doctor, for example, I'm not letting my future kids get a driver's license if they can't beat me in Mario Kart. Yeah, that's hilarious. Wolfgang is already a parent and is still iffy on what kind of parent he is. I mean, you know, just as long as you're happy with your parenting, you know? If you're happy with what you're doing, then that's good. You know, no one's perfect. No one's going to be perfect. Don't judge yourself too harshly. Not insane. Besides in England, that stuff, falls into biology, in which it's taught properly. You go, that's good. Vexatious Love Now, he didn't even let you guys watch it. He was the best. Wait, what? I think I missed something. Oh yeah, the guy that he wouldn't let us watch the football. Yeah, nah. He'd be watching football, only he got to watch it. It was pretty lame. Raising children is important as the internet? No, whatever, Doomsday. Last week's Larry health class is pointless. Instead of learning how my body works, it just focuses on putting water balloons on bananas, caffeine is a drug, and smoking is bad. It never actually gets to teaching us how our bodies work. It really depends on the class and the teacher. Like, some schools have different standards, some teachers care, you know? Wolfgang's saying, I agree, my wife is a stay-at-home mom, and I would not trade places with her at all. She's OP. Yo, for sure, man. Like, it is pretty serious business. What am I supposed to do? The boss of Tricky Ruins. Oh, that's over there, isn't it? I went the wrong way. Oopsie doopsies. Depends on the teacher. It really does. You know, you can learn a lot, man, if you have a really good teacher. Because, like, teaching, like, the learning process can be fun. It can be enjoyable. It doesn't have to be boring. And some teachers, you know, they do that. They make learning fun. And I don't just mean, like, a teacher that's like, let's just do whatever. Like, you know, one that actually teaches, but does it in an entertaining way. I have so much respect for that. You know, not insane. If I was asked what kind of parent I would be, I'd say not one. Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. Like, that's me, man. Like, I respect parenting a lot. And, you know, I have a lot of views on how I think parenting should be done, but I don't want to be a parent myself. Like, first off, you know, I'm not huge into relationships, but secondly, I think parenting's a lot of work. So it's not something I want to do. Like, if I find myself in one of those situations, I'll do what I think needs to be done, but it's something I'd rather not do. What am I supposed to do? Like, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be on this side of the map, though. Do I go this way? Is this the right way? Yeah, I think this is it. You know, Nura says, my 9th grade health teacher was bad, but thank goodness learning lifelong things from your 7th and 8th one. Yo, that's good. Yeah, sometimes, you know, you have a bad teacher, but then the other ones try to help you out. It's like, you don't know about this, or that. Alright, you had terrible teachers. Let me help you out, buddy. You know, I can appreciate that. There we go. That's what I wanted. So I was like, I thought I sprayed it, but it didn't seem to be working. So I need to go this way, right? I'm pretty certain, but not 100%. That's why Wolfgang works so many hours. He doesn't want to have to work his wife's job. Yeah, man. Parenting OP. Yeah, because it's like, you know, if you're a bad parent, like, if you're a really bad parent, like, that's serious. Like, it's not like, just like, ha, you know, I'm lazy, like, that's child neglect. Like, if you're not, like, if you're letting your baby, like, be in the same diaper all day, because you're like, hey, they didn't poop in it, like, that's child neglect. Like, that baby's gonna get a rash. Serious business, I say. There we go. I was not grabbing those tentacles. You want to be a parent, Nura? Yo, that's cool, man. Like, me, you know, I'm like, nah. But no, I think parenting's a very cool thing. I really do. Let's see, Naughton saying, if I was to have a kid, which is totally implausible scenario anyways, I would suggest anything else. If the hypothetical girl I hypothetically got pregnant refused to do either, you'd be gone? Oh, so essentially you're saying if you got a girl pregnant, you wouldn't own up to being a father. You know, you gotta be responsible, man. Like, if you don't want to have a child, then don't do that. Like, protection's there for a reason. Vexation says, I'm with you, Nura, but I'm just adult enough to realize I'm not adult enough. Yeah, that's fair. You know, not everybody's ready to be a parent. Like, it's a tough thing, man. All I ask, you know... Like, again, you know, I'm just a guy playing video games. But, like, legit. Like, just don't have children if you're not ready to have children. I think it's as simple as that. If you're having children and you don't want them, what are you doing? Looking saying, I've had great teachers and terrible ones. The best teacher I ever had was my AP biology teacher. He had a master's, was close to a PhD, and had his dissertation blocked. And he just knew how to teach everything in such a logical order that every new topic just made sense. And conversely, your 3rd grade teacher was your worst teacher. She told your mom that you had peaked in math in 3rd grade, and now you've got a PhD in math? Yo, man, Wolfgang. Yo. You remember things from the past, and you hold these grudges, man. Because, like, I just see that again and again with certain things that you say. But yeah, no, you are right, though. You are right. Like, I can't believe a teacher would say that. Like, who would say that to a 3rd grader? Like, because you know all the time you see all those things, reach for the stars, you know? You can do anything you want to do. And your teacher's like, nah, he's peaked. Yep, he's peaked. 3rd grade, not going anywhere past that. That's as best as he's going to do. You know, he kind of knows his multiplication tables. Don't ever show this kid algebra. Just don't do it. That's terrible! Who would ever do that? Oh man, I'm so sorry for you.
Backpedal of the century? Oh man, that's so crazy. Wait, why am I walking around again? I want to go back in here. There we go. Naughton says, this is assuming all these things that would never be the case were, in fact, the case scenario. That's fair. That's very fair, Naughton. I got you. Wait, oh, is this the eel one? This is not my favorite shine. Nursing, meanwhile, I actually peaked in math in 3rd grade. Yo, man, there's so many people that just hate math. They hate it, and they just don't even try, and it makes me cry. Oh wait, this isn't the eel one, this is red coins. I mean, like, I get it. Like, not everybody, you know, likes math. Like, that's fine. As long as you try. As long as you try. I mean, where'd my red coin go? There it is. Mario, don't drown. Man, I've had some friends, man, that just never tried in anything school-related. Sad times. Like, I don't care for English. I can speak it. Yeah, I don't care for math. That's not useful for anything. Yeah, what's history going to do? I know all the things I need to know. It's like, how do you go through your whole life with not learning anything, ever? Like, come on, man, you're not that smart. Like, well, I know how to build a fence. Okay, well, that is knowledge, that's a good thing, but, you know, maybe push yourself a little. Do things outside of your comfort zone. Why can't I grab this red coin? Why is there, like, an invisible wall, and I can never touch it? Like, what is my life right now? There we go. I don't know what's up with that situation. Numbers make you cry? That's fair, you know? Sometimes, you know, there's sadness. I get that. That's not for everybody. It really isn't. I mean, it is to, like, a basic extent, but, like, not everybody needs to learn calculus. They'll be okay. Not everybody was born for calculus. History is pretty useless, to be fair. I mean, it's not like you're really going to do a lot with history, but it's still pretty important to learn. Like, can you imagine if we just, like, had, like, 2 generations that never learned history? The world would definitely change. I don't know in what direction. I have no idea. But, man, 2 generations, no history. Those would be some really, really ignorant people. I mean, that happens to an effect. There are definitely countries that teach selective histories. And so there are generations that didn't experience certain things that happened in their countries, and they don't know anything about it. And I think that's just terrible. I mean, obviously I don't expect everyone to know everything that happened ever in the world. But, you know, like, some general understanding of, you know, key moments in the world, things that have happened in your country, like, that, you know, I don't think that's asking for too much. Alright, where's the next red coin? I don't see a red coin anywhere. Oh, there it is. There you are, buddy. You're hiding. I'm talking about you in English class? Sorry, Detroit. I mean, it's fine, you know, it's not a big deal. You don't have to like everything. But just, you know, try somewhere. Vexace is saying, imagine the most stuck-up woman you've ever met, then stick her more up. That was her. Wait, what? Was that like a teacher or something, Vex? Yeah, my worst teacher was Dr. Thowens. I capitalized doctor because she gave me detention once for not referring to her as doctor and demanded you respected her PhD in English. one of these days you're going to get a PhD in English, go back to her and call her Miss Thowens just because. Yo, fair enough, man. Yo, I've had teachers that I have not liked. Like, I can't remember her name, but I hated my physics teacher in high school. Oh man, I hated her. Cause like, I would do the work, and then I would be very tired. So I would try to, like, you know, just rest my head for a little bit, which a lot of classes let you do. Not in her class. But that wasn't the main reason I disliked her. She was very, very strict, which just made that, you know, less enjoyable. But the main thing was that, I had medication, and, like, you know, I had, like, I had the actual bottle with me, the prescription and whatnot. It has my name on it. And so I was trying to take that medicine in her class. She was like, whoa, 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 whoa. You have to do this and this and this and that and talk to the nurse and blah, blah, blah. And then you can take your medicine. And I'm like, essentially she was saying that, like, it wasn't mine. And I'm like, but it is. It has my name on it. And she gave me in-school suspension.